What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another American Horror Story review. This is season 12, episode 2, Delicate, and it is called Rockabye. Baby! Oh, no. I just realized what I just did. No, but they say that this is part 1, so how many episodes is this going to be? And excuse my voice if you didn't see the last review. I am congested. I am sick. Well, sinuses and postnasal, and got a cough and all of that stuff. So beware that. I apologize, and if it don't have that much energy into the review like it normally does, that is exactly why. I'm just drained. But I wanted to give y'all this because I made y'all wait last week for a whole week for the last one. So let's just get into it. When we watched the first episode, Miss Anna thought that somebody was up in her house, right? Couldn't find out wasn't nobody up in her house. And if they was, it was somebody that we couldn't see. It was somebody that we couldn't see, and she the only one that could see it. Now at this point, with all this stuff happening, I'm like, damn, Anna, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Or is it the medicine, the prenatal vitamins that she got from the doctor, the suppository that she got from the doctor, that lipstick that she got from old girl, you know, all of that stuff. And then later on in the episode, this episode, she got something for Siobhan. And I'm sitting here like, why are we taking stuff that we don't know, we don't know what's in it. You know what I'm saying? But let me not jump ahead. So the episode starts off and, you know, they got the detectives there. You got the people from the hotel. They're reviewing the footage. And the only thing that we see going on around the time that she said all this stuff happened, that somebody broke into her house and all of that, is her husband going out to go get some food for the dog and all this stuff and to get some ice cream. And nobody else came in. Nobody else came out. So at this point, mama just really confused, okay? She like, now hold on. Hold on. Now, I know I'm not crazy. I said you just might be. All right, I know I'm not crazy because somebody was up in my goddamn house and somebody wrote that shit on the wall, on that mirror. Why would I do that? I just don't understand it, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, girl, you trying to find out just like we trying to find out, because 2 plus 2 ain't equaling 4 in this whole situation, you know? And they just trying to make sure everything keeps it under wrap, okay? Like, girl, are you under stress? Do you got somebody that's coming after you? Do you got some people that will want to say something about you or whatever? And so, you know, you got that going on. And it's really nothing that they can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't, the people at the hotel, the people at the apartment building and the cops, they really don't think like anything happened. But because the husband was basically like, whatever my wife said happened, they just gonna play into it. That's what I feel like was going on. She later goes over to her PR company place, okay, Siobhan and them. And when she gets there, she notices that she has a bump coming on her, a pimple forming on her, you know, her chin or whatever. It's not that noticeable. Throw a little bit of mascara on, a little makeup, and you'll be all right, right? I said, quit picking with it. Put your hands down. Didn't your mama tell you not to pick with your face, okay? Put your hands down. She comes in. She notices that it's a camera out there, whatever. She opens up the door, and they're like, surprise. The whole company is there. Basically, she got nominated for, I think, Best Actress for a Gotham Award for the movie that she did, you know? And she's really excited, but you can't really tell, you know, she's kind of like shocked. And Siobhan is basically telling her the fact that you got this Gotham Award, which is feeling like an Emmy Award or no, a SAG Award. Which one is for? I think it's a SAG Award. Whichever one is for the movies, you know, during the award season before you get to the Oscar, that makes you a shoe-in for a possible nomination for an Oscar. That's what it's feeling like. And Golden Globe, there it is. That's what it's kind of like. But also, Siobhan took a picture, a group picture of them. She wanted her to post it on her social media. She said, listen, girl, I'm trying to stay away from Instagram right about now. And I got this little stalker situation going on. Some dude turned around and said, that means that you hot. So go ahead and do what you got to do, okay? And so Siobhan took her to the back into her office and had a chit chat with her. She said, bitch, let me just tell you this. I don't know what the hell is going on with you, but I'm gonna need you to get it together, okay? You up here looking like a deer in headlights, like you ain't really excited and all this stuff, looking like a cat's butthole. I said, excuse me? Now let me just say this. I am really impressed. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Kimberly, baby, I am impressed. Kris Jenner, I am impressed. She really had to study. She really didn't have to study anybody but her mama to get this role, okay? Because all I see is Kris Jenner. I said, I bet you Kris be telling their asses this. I know when the cameras go out, she be cussing their asses out, okay? But telling them to get their shit together. And that's basically what she told her to do. She said, girl, you need to act like you really want this stuff, and you need to look like you really want it, because at the end of the day, what are we doing this for, okay? We trying to get to the Oscars. We trying to get to the Globes. We trying to get to the BAFTAs. We trying to get everywhere, okay? So I need you for the next 5 months to get into an athletic mode of trying to campaign for an Oscar, okay? And then she was like, here, take this medication or whatever. I said, what exactly is that? Baby, it was a vial that she gave her, and it had some red liquid in it, okay? And I said, excuse me, is that blood? What is going on? Angelina Jolie don't live here. And she was like, girl, it's a B12. I said, now I done seen some liquid B12, and it do be a little red sometimes or whatever, but that was a little bit too red for me. And she said, don't worry about it, because I got a whole bunch. I just get some out. She poured out a whole case. And I said, excuse me, this some fancy B12, because I ain't never seen no B12 shots come in there like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, girl, is this good for the baby? She was like, girl, go ahead and take it. So she took it. Next thing you know, she in the bathroom throwing up. I said, see, that's what happened when you take stuff that you absolutely don't know what it is. Just because somebody told you that it's a B12 shot, don't mean that it's a B12 shot. Now I'm looking at everybody like they suspect, okay? Everybody got a part in this. I don't trust nobody, because it could be anybody up in here trying to take this girl, make her go crazy, because everybody keep giving her stuff and she's stupid enough to take it, right? So she looking at herself in the mirror, looking at the fact that she's pregnant. She goes and she gets on the phone. I think she was talking to her man about everything that was going on or whatever. And then she called her doctor because she wanted to take a pregnancy test. She's feeling a little like, ooh, because she's throwing up. That's like signs that I might be pregnant. When she gets on the phone, it's the receptionist or the nurse that answers the phone. And, you know, all of a sudden, the nurse is telling her all her business and everything. And they're like, wait a minute, how you know about the stalker? How you know about this? How you know about that? And Miss Gurley said, don't you remember that you told me? Don't you remember this? And I'm sitting here like, what is going on? Miss Girl is either really losing it because she's blocking out things that she has done, or people are playing games with her. Girl, Jesus Christ. People are playing games with her, okay? And I'm just like really confused as to what they doing to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it her or is it them? Or is it a combination of both? And so she asked her also about that lady. Her name wasn't Miss Pearson. It was Miss Preacher, you know? And she was like, girl, don't worry about her. She just a little kook. That's all it is, you know? And she was like, she probably could be the one that's the stalker. And she was like, girl, she ain't got that mental capacity to do something like that. And so, you know, she gets on the phone with Dr. Hill. Did you hear when Dr. Hill said, Jesus, it's almost like he is over this whole thing, or just over and annoyed with her. And so he basically told her, you got to wait 14 days after implementing the embryo to check and see if you are pregnant, to take a pregnancy test, right? And so that's what she's going to do. Meanwhile, we see her cooking and all this stuff. And, you know, she posted that that picture on her IG. She's going through the comments and she see that same person annihilate Anna in the comments being negative. We see all these positive comments, and then we see this negative comment from this girl, this account that says annihilate Anna, right? Now, when she looked up the annihilate Anna in a Google search in the first episode, girl, I apologize. Hold on. Child, I went and blew my nose and accidentally scratched the inside of it. It is. Oh my God, I just can't stand this week already. Anyway, she looked it up and she saw this name, this username named something preacher, you know what I'm saying? And so when she clicked on the Annihilate Anna, profile, and she did all her Google, she did all her look, go to here, go to there, that same person was underneath there. So she clicked on that, and the preacher profile, all the stuff that they're talking about is the occult, witches and rituals and all of this others, supernatural, crazy stuff, witchcraft type of things or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, oh, I'd be a little scared, block that girl. Next thing you know, her husband come up behind her and put his hands on her like, Anna. And she said, whoa, bitch, and she nicked him in the face with a knife. I said, damn, girl, you got to get up out your head because you're going to wind up killing that man because you just keep jumping every time he come around. Every time he come around, he catch you off guard all the time, And so you got to get that fixed. Later, they go to the doctor because he had told her, I was just trying to tell you that, you need to go take the pregnancy test. She said, I can't take it yet because it's not 14 days. We look over at the calendar and he's like, it's been 14 days. And she was like, what? Oh, okay. So, she go take the pregnancy test and come to find out that she's pregnant, right? They go to the doctor, they do the ultrasound, and come to find out, yes, she is pregnant. And they basically just want her to relax and de-stress, okay? Because she just needs to de-stress. That's all that it is. This is very, very much a thing that she needs to do to keep the baby, right? And so she goes over there talking to her, well, I should say Siobhan is over there at her place, giving her, a wardrobe fitting, trying to figure out what she's going to wear to the Gotham Awards or whatever. She brings over this dress that looks like Madonna's 1991 Oscar dress when she sang and was dressed up like Marilyn Monroe, right? And she was like, girl, it don't look like it because it is the original, all right? So they go put it on. She having a good time. They singing in the mirror. She was like, girl, how come you didn't get that stuff off the mirror? And oh, yeah, the stuff that was on her hand was the lipstick. It wasn't blood. It was lipstick. Because the detective at the beginning was like, how come you couldn't wash the lipstick off? He was like, how did you get the lipstick on your hand? And I was like, oh, so it really was lipstick. Meanwhile, they was looking up in the mirror and she was like, Siobhan said, how come you just didn't wash this shit off? And she said, I tried, it just wouldn't come off. So they in there looking at the fitting, they gagging at it. Oh my God, it looks so good. Oh my God, yes. And they singing the song that Madonna was singing and everything. And next thing you know, I was like, you know what, Kimberly? I am really blown away. I really wasn't expecting this much from her. I really wasn't expecting this much. They playing and everything, and at one point, they turned their heads, and when they turned back in unison, the mirror broke. And I said, that's 7 years bad luck. Cut it off. We don't play those type of games up in here, and I ain't even superstitious, okay? And so now they confused about everything that's going on. At that point in time, I would have said, it's time for me to hop up off this train. I said, good luck on your award and good luck on your career. Baby, I will talk to you from afar. I cannot be this close because I don't know what you got going on over there. Meanwhile, it is actually time for the awards. We see her on the red carpet. Anna is giving all her poses and stuff. And then all of a sudden we hear this cheer, this uproar. Oh my God, it's so-and-so, look over here. They're not talking to Anna. The photographer's not talking to Anna. It's this other actress that comes on the carpet, right? And I guess she's this new young up and coming actress, and she's also nominated in the same award category as Anna. So she comes over there to Anna and she's like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. I can't believe that we're in the same, I'm nominated in the same award as you, And she was like, look at your dress, you look so pretty. And she said, yeah, this is, the dress that Madonna wore in the 1991 Oscars. And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to YouTube that because I wasn't even born back then to even know who that is. Do you know that made me so mad? That made me so mad. It aged me so bad. Granted, 1991, I was 4 years old. That's one. But it's just the fact that she didn't know who Madonna was. And when I hear some of these, literally, I was on Instagram, no, I was on Twitter, and a tweet came across my timeline earlier today. Mind you, they tweeted this 2 days ago. And it was a tweet of Beyonce at the Renaissance tour, I think down in Dallas. And it was the part where she was singing Before I Let You Go, right? And if you've been to the tour, or if you've seen the clips, the Before I Let You Go, that part, the whole crowd, she let us sing that, right? The person tweeted and said, this is so amazing how, you know, the crowd can just come on in and sing the arrangement and perform the arrangement that Beyonce did for this song. I'm sitting here like, what? Everybody our age and black just sitting here like, are you serious? Are you serious? That is not even Beyonce's song, and even her arrangement of the song was the same as the original song. It was just a different fucking beat. Bitch, I was so mad. I said, oh my God, just tell me you're not black. Or tell me that you're young and you don't know. That is what that reminded me of. When she said, I'm gonna have to look it up. I said, oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. And I have to remember, there is a new generation underneath us and they don't know everything because they're not really interested, or nobody's teaching them, you know. I said, child, Anna goes in there. She's sitting at the table. You got this dude sitting there. I don't know if he's a producer or a director, but he talking to Anna's husband. I think his name is Dex. He talking to Anna's husband and gonna say, don't take this the wrong way, but how is it that your wife keep getting hotter each and every time I see her? I said, excuse me. Siobhan said, so why don't you stop trying to downgrade her to her looks and actually look at the stuff that she done? Okay, I mean, she cussed him out without cussing him out. And I'm sitting here like, is he supposed to be Harvey Weinstein? Because that's the vibes that he was giving. This whole thing is giving Holly weird, you know, because especially when they looked up the stuff and saw that lady, what she was posting about the occult and, you know, the witches that's up in Hollywood and all this stuff or whatever. Baby, it's giving Illuminati. It's giving all of that. Because y'all know they say it's a whole bunch of secret society type of shit going on, you know. And people be selling their soul. And, you know, you be seeing all the silly shit that be going on up in Hollywood. Or I should say Hollyweird. And so it was like, what's happening? I'm sitting here like, are y'all trying to make a satire of this? Or y'all really trying to tell us that this should be going on? I don't know. The conspiracy theories that ain't in me is kind of tickling a little bit. At one point, Siobhan told that man to shut the fuck up. Okay, she cussed his ass out. All right, and I was mad that Dex looked at her like, why would you do that? What's going on with you? And I'm sitting here like, that man is literally up here talking about your wife in a manner that he shouldn't be talking about your wife, especially while you sitting there and you gonna let him just because of who he is. No, she did right. She gets up and she goes to the bathroom. She used the toilet. She looking up in the mirror and she noticed that bump getting a little bit big. I said, girl, stop picking with it, girl. Stop picking with it. And next thing you know, some woman come up in there and she was like, oh my God, are you Anna Victoria Alcott? She's like, I'm just such a big fan. I'm such a big fan. She shakes her hand. She was like, no, I'm sorry. It's not water. It's sweaty. I'm sorry that my hands are so sweaty. And she was like, thank you. Okay, whatever. Have a good one. And she goes turn back to the mirror and she pulls off some skin. I said, what are you? You're shedding like a snake, girl. What is going on? I said, don't pull it off. You're going to leave a patch on your face. Baby, put some mascara on there. Cover it up, cover it up, cover it up. Girl, next thing you know, all of a sudden, that lady was behind her, and she was just wiping her hands on her dress. I said, first of all, I understand you got on a black dress, and I understand that you said your hands were sweaty. Baby, don't do that, okay? Do not do that. That is just so dumb. The paper towels is right there. Next thing you know, Anna had to throw up. She go in the bathroom. She regurgitating over the toilet. That lady come up there trying to hold her hair, and then she put her hands around her trying to kind of hold her stomach, and she said, no, don't touch my baby. I said, girl, she was just trying to help you heave home. But again, that was a little bit weird. You can hold my hair, but baby, don't touch me, Elsa. I didn't ask for all of that. She pushed her, you know, it was the natural reaction to just go back like that. She pushed the bitch. The girl fell. I didn't know she pushed her that damn hard that she had turned around and hit her head on the damn freaking counter of the table, the counter in the sink counter, whatever, and she fell back and all that blood started coming out. I said, shit, you didn't kill somebody. And then at this point, somebody knocking on the door telling her, girl, if you in this bathroom, you need to come on out because your category is up. Your category is up. She was like, all right. And I said, bitch, just walk over that hole. She shouldn't have touched you in the first place. Ain't no cameras up in there. Ain't nobody gonna know what's going on. So she comes out, and as she was doing, the nominations was being read. She won. So she goes up there, and I said, I just know something is going to happen, because every time it is something important or she's in a group of people or wherever, she has an episode, right? We've seen that in the first episode. We seen that when she went to his art gallery thing or whatever. We just know it was going to happen, right? She gets up there and she was like, I'm so thankful for this. And next thing you know, her face gets from being like this to scared and, oh my God, like what's going on, because she sees that lady sitting up in the chair. I thought the bitch was dead. That's what she thinking. Then two people in front of her at the same table, you see Miss Preacher. She's sitting there. And I said, oh Lord, mama really hallucinating right about now, okay? Then she looks over to her table. She see Dex over there kissing all over Sonya, because Sonya did call him earlier, and you know, I don't know what she wants, and I just don't trust her either, okay? And so at this point, when that happened, we look back at her. She got stuff coming out her mouth. This black stuff coming out her mouth. I said, oh my God, what's going on, girl? You are throwing up your shit. Because I said, is your colon backed up? Is it coming up the other end? That's not healthy. That's not good. That sounds like death. Okay, something is not right. You need to go to the doctor and get that fixed right about now. Girl, she turned back and she looked at the audience again. Dex over there kissing on his dead wife. I said, now, bitch, now I know you really hallucinating. You should have took that B12 shot, because I don't think that was B12, all right? Did it taste like it was B12? I don't think so. Meanwhile, they all looking at her like, oh my God, some girl was about to go into the bathroom. She said, don't go in there. I said, bitch, you should have just let that go. I said, girl, what is your problem? What's going on? You letting it go? You letting people know that you got something going on. Girl, she passed out. Now, at that moment, I'm thinking like, oh, please let her be thinking this in her mind and it not be really happening. And then it'll snap out and she'll be just sitting there like, okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm just so overwhelmed. You know, one of those things. But no, she really did pass out. Come to find out, she threw up. The stuff that was coming out her mouth really was coming out her mouth, but it was actual vomit. It wasn't that black stuff. So next thing you know, she wakes up and they're outside the bathroom. The bathroom door is open, and she on a stretcher. They trying to see if she's okay. She concerned about what's going on in the bathroom. And as we see, there is nobody in the bathroom. There is nothing on the bathroom, no signs that anybody else was in there. So she hallucinated that whole thing, as we already know. And they tried to give her a sedative to calm her ass down. She was like, no, I'm pregnant. You know, and her husband was like, baby, they know. They gave her a sedative, and next thing you know, she wakes up in the bed. You got Siobhan up in the bed, you know, singing her a lullaby. I said, girl, please, she is not North, okay, North Chicago. Don't be singing that grown-ass woman a lullaby. I said, what is your true motives, okay? And so she was like, girl, I'm so sorry about all of this. And she said, don't worry. The doctor said that you was just overstressed and you was dehydrated. What you need to do is you need to just hydrate and you need to calm down. I'm giving you time to relax. This is an order, okay? She gets her phone, baby. She looked at all them alerts. All the alerts was saying, did she just vomit up her Oscar chest? I said, oh my God, so she really did throw up. And Siobhan just said, we're going to go the Olivia Wilde route. Okay, we're not even going to acknowledge anything that happened until it just fades away. And then if somebody want to say something, we will gaslight them. I said, all right, you know, you do what you got to do. Next thing you know, because all of this goes on, they got to go out of town, going to a different home, like a little vacation home or whatever. And I really didn't understand this. Did he say that his mama's home was in that area where they're going to too? Or something like that? And is that going to play into it? I just know their friend Talia, that's her name, okay? She had a home. They went there. There's a security guard, I think his name is Cabal or something like that. He's going to be there. And they're sitting there talking about, just having small talks about Talia, about their friends and all that stuff. They eating food. Next thing you know, she was like, Anna gets up and said, because she needs to go get a sharper knife. She goes into the drawer and she sees a picture of Talia, another friend, Dex, and his ex-wife. And she just looked like, ain't this about a bitch? I can't escape this woman no matter where I go. And so she comes back and she eats the food or whatever. She goes to sleep. Something wakes her up. She hears this noise in the basement. And Cabal, the security guard, comes around and he's basically like, I'll go down there and look. There was nothing down there in the basement, okay? Next thing you know, she's doing yoga, right? And as she doing this little bent over thing or whatever, she was like, oh my God, it kind of hurt. And then the instructor was like, are you in pain? Are you in pain? Here, use this. Lay on this. Does that feel better? And it really didn't, because it actually looked like it was intensifying. She in the car, Cabal is driving her wherever he needs to drive her, and she wincing in pain. I said, oh my God, this girl is back there miscarrying. You can't tell me no different. And then as soon as they panned down, I said, there it is. She's bleeding between her legs, and he was like, I'm gonna take it to the doctor. I'm gonna take it to the hospital. So she get to the hospital, and this nurse comes in, and her name is Nurse Ivy, right? It's Kara, what is it, Devangeline? That's how you say her name. I would never get over the fact that time when she was at the MTV Awards, and was it the MTV Awards, and she was following Megan Thee Stallion? That shit was funny. I don't care. I kind of like her. But she was real cold with it. Like, mama didn't laugh. Mama didn't show no. I said, your bedside manner is just a little impersonal. Hello, how are you doing? That's what I want, okay? Calm me down. I'm already stressed out. You come in like, hey, yeah, I'm Nurse Ivy. How you doing? What's going on? I'm about to see, your blood pressure is okay, your heartbeat is okay, all of this is okay, your temperature is normal, okay. So you are pregnant, as they say. I'm gonna go ahead and do the ultrasound. She was like, okay, girl, but do I know you? She was like, girl, no, you don't know me. She was like, wait a minute, but you really look familiar. Are you from New York? She said, no, girl, I ain't from New York. I'm from Toronto. And she was just so deadpan and straight to the point. Like, it was so impersonal. Like, damn, make your patient feel like you give a damn about what's going on with them. Next thing you know, she said, let me do this ultrasound. She told her, put your legs up in the stirrup. Mind you, when we first saw her put her legs in the stirrup, the other people at the facility, the fertility doctor, they put her legs up in the stirrup. It was one per leg. I said, oh, that's fancy. I ain't got to do nothing. Y'all going to do everything for me? Then I come to this small-ass doctor, and you want me to do it myself? Because she even looked at her like, you for real? I said, girl, put your legs up in the stirrup, okay? Come on. You ain't that fancy, okay? Come on. And next thing you know, she was like, it's going to be a little bit of pressure. That lady put that wine up on there, and at first I said, please put the lube on there. Because if you don't, I know I'm going to say something. Because then I'm going to know that you fake and you doing some stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing. She put the lube on there. I said, all right. Stuck that bitch up there. Next thing you know, a girl holding her stomach. She was like, She was like, can I see? She was like, I need you to be quiet. She was like, can I hear the heartbeat? I need you to be quiet if I'm going to hear a heartbeat. I said, what? Turn the damn monitor on. What is going on? She said, I'm about to go get the doctor. She pulled that thing up out of her, and she put the thing right there, and it's bloodied on top. I said, now, bitch, why would you do some shit like that? That is so messed up. She go get the doctor, or before she go get the doctor, or when the lady said she gonna go get the doctor, next thing you know, we see Anna in the bathroom, and she basically lost the baby in the toilet. She miscarried, okay? And again, if she lost it in a chicken bucket, right? Every time, that's not funny, but every time it is to me. I feel so bad for her. And did you see her skin? That bump, it looked like it switched side. It looked like it used to be over here, now it's over here, and it's like a big ass scab or some shit it looked like some flesh eating shit that's fucking up her face. I said, oh my God, what's going on with you? Is something about to come out? When she was looking at herself in that mirror at the Gotham Awards, when she was in the bathroom and she was picking with it, baby, I thought some baby spiders was about to come out. I really did. I really did. I was sitting here just clenching like, please don't let nothing come out of that, because I just don't want to see that. But it didn't, thank God. But yeah, she lost that baby in the toilet. And then, you know, her husband finally get there. She was like, oh my God, where you? It was like, you know, Sonya had me up there doing something or whatever. And she got there and they talked to the doctor. And the doctor was like, so we're sorry about this. You know, she was 12 weeks. She was 12 weeks, you know. And at that point, when they realized that she lost the baby, they was like, we're going to do an ultrasound. And she was like, we already did an ultrasound. And the doctor looked at her and said, this is a small hospital, and I got your chart from your doctor's office, and the last time that you had an ultrasound was 3 weeks ago. And she said, no, somebody came up in here and did an ultrasound, Nurse Ivy. It was like, baby, we don't have nobody that work here named Ivy. I said, child, who was playing up in her cootie cat? What is going on with Anna? What's happening? Baby, I'm intrigued. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. Whew, I'm so glad I didn't cough that much. And I will see you guys later. I drank some tea to calm my shit down. But I'll see y'all later, okay? Peace.